Hi all, we are starting a new series related to design patterns, software design patterns. So, first of all, what is mean by a design pattern? So, design pattern is like it provides a proven solution to few of the common problems that exist. Okay, now I'll tell you few scenarios, examples, uh, I'll tell you few problems and how design patterns solve that. Okay, now let us consider, usually you will subscribe to any newsletters, or you will subscribe to any promotions, and if you open your Gmail, keep getting you keep getting Gmails from related to the promotions or related to the job offers. Like, let's say you go to the LinkedIn, and if you opted for some alerts, then every day job alert you will get. And there are few websites where you subscribe to their new weekly newsletters, then when you subscribe to that, you will get it. And there are few mails related to the promotions as well, like this Lakme products have launched a new product, and Amazon, there is a sale going on Amazon. So you keep getting all those emails, right? And when you open that email, you have unsubscribe button also. Like, if you don't want to get those notifications, I'll tell about a newsletter. Like, I go went to some website and I subscribe to that newsletter, and every week I'm getting the newsletter. After a few days, I don't think those are relevant to me, and I can go and unsubscribe. There is an unsubscribe button also in your email. Okay, so this is like this is the common pattern you see in, like, in day to day life. So, for, like, let us suppose there is another website. Like, let's say I'm launching a new website, and I want to send weekly newsletters to my users, okay, on their Gmail, because everyone can't come to our website and then every day check our new things, right, on our website. So that's why what we do is, whatever we have done in this month or whatever we have done in this week, what we can do, we can put it in a email and then we can send it to the users, so that, okay, they keep opening the Gmails, right, so that they can check the latest updates that had happened in our website. So everyone don't remember or not interested in logging to our website every day. So to attract audience also, we send them the weekly newsletters. If they wish to see, they will see it, or if they don't want, they can unsubscribe. Now now I'm launching a new website and I want to do this feature. Okay, like, I want, like, whoever logs into website, I'll show them this option: you can subscribe to this newsly weekletter. Then what I can do, whoever has subscribed, like, there are tons of emails, right? It's not just one user who will subscribe to your website. There are multiple, or even thousands, lakhs of users who can subscribe to it. So whenever something happens, you have to send that notification to all your users who have subscribed it. And whenever user unsubscribes it, you have to remove that particular user from the subscriber, and then you should not send any updates to that particular user. So what design patterns does here is, so it provides solution to this problem. It's not that it provides a template kind of thing or a prototype kind of thing for this problem. So this is one of the problems that design patterns had addressed. And for this like, for this particular feature, design pattern has given you a solution, like observer pattern. If you have observer pattern is one of the pattern where it solves this particular, use case. So this way, like, if you want to create a single object, then, like, even without design patterns, we can achieve the functionality. Okay, like, to subscribe to the weekly newsletter, you can implement that logic in your code. Like, whatever the programming language you prefer, you can implement it. And even there are cases where you have to create a single object. So single object is like, let's say, your application is related to hospital. Okay, and patients keep increasing. Okay, patients keep, like, they join and then they get discharged, but hospital is a single entity. So hospital instance or the hospital object has to be a single object. You should not create multiple hospital objects there. Or even if you consider a university application, you should have only one university object. You should not have multiple university objects, because whatever the application you have designed, that is only for that particular university. Maybe the students they join, and every year students join, and you can add new courses, but university is a single one, right? You can add new branches as well, you can add new sections in the branches as well, those can get increased, but university is a single entity. So in those cases you have to create a single object, right? So in those cases, you can maybe, you, since you have some knowledge related to the programming, you can go and create a single object, but there can be few issues with you, like who everyone can implement it, can achieve that functionality using the coding, but there can be few issues that might arise when you take that code to the production. So what design patterns had done is, like for few of the problems like singleton, like if you want to create a single object, or if you want to achieve a functionality like this newsletter subscription. So what it has done is, for these problems, it has told that you should follow this procedure. Okay, it is not like it is not, it will not enforce you, these are the steps or these are the code lines that you have to follow. It will just give you a prototype, like this class, like if you want to create, like in the observer pattern, you can have multiple classes. So how the classes should be, which one should be as an interface, which one should be as a child class, and how the interaction happens between the classes. So it will just give you a prototype. Okay, so and design patterns, whatever the solution that is provided by the design patterns, it is well tested. So it has considered all the drawbacks that can occur, and it has given solution by considering all those. So now, since like let us say there we don't have design patterns. Okay, now I'm launching a website. I want to send weekly newsletters or promotional emails to my users. Now I'll be like, I'll be breaking my head to solve that problem, right? If I don't have an existing solution or already well tested solution, what I should do, I should start everything from the scratch. So there it would be more time consuming, and whatever the solution I have implemented could go wrong as well in few of the edge cases. So that's why you need not do anything from the scratch. There is already a prototype that exists. You just use that prototype, and it based on your language, like few can use C, like C++, and few can use Java, and few can use Python. So in the object oriented programming languages, you can follow this prototype and you can implement your code. Okay, so this way you are not reinventing the wheel, you are already using the solution that is well tested. Okay, so that's why design patterns solves like few of the real world problems, and by studying the design patterns, whenever, like while working on any application, if you encounter a similar situation, you can follow the prototype that has mentioned in the design patterns. Okay, and design patterns are divided into three categories: creational patterns, structural patterns, and behavioral patterns. So and under each category you have different, like under creational patterns you have these 5 patterns, under structural patterns you have these 7 patterns. Here you have another total, like these are the behavioral patterns. But why these categories are? So creational patterns, whatever patterns that exist under creational patterns are related to the object creation. Okay, so in object oriented programming language, if you want, like as I was saying you, singleton. Okay, singleton is about creating a single object, or a single object for one class, right? So if you encounter that particular situation, you can make use of singleton pattern, which comes under creational patterns. And the other factory method, abstract factory, builder, prototype, these are used for the different scenarios. So creational patterns are the patterns related to the creation of object. And when you talk about structural patterns, it's like, let's say you have 2 classes. Okay, and how the relationship exists between those two classes. What is the interface and what is the parent and what is the child, and like let's there is this composition also in the Java, right? So whether the class should be put as a composition, so all these things, how the classes should be structured, okay, which should be as used an interface, all those things. So if there are problems related to those kind of things, structural patterns can help you. And under structural patterns you have this adapter, bridge, composite, decorator, facet, flyway, and proxy patterns. And related to the behavioral patterns, so you have few behaviors described in the Java classes. Behaviors are nothing but the methods, in the Java methods. Those, you have few algorithms also you will design. And how, like let's say you have implemented some algorithm logic in one class, how other class should use it. So the behaviors, how the classes interact with the behaviors, all those are related to the behavioral pattern. So these comes under behavioral patterns. So as I was telling, observer pattern, right? I was where you subscribe to weekly newsletters, so that comes as an under behavioral patterns. So we will talk about these patterns in a separate video for each, like for singleton we'll make a separate video and we'll talk about that, and whatever, and I'll show you the code implementation as well for each pattern, and my code implementation would be in Java, okay. And as I was telling you, I was explaining you about weekly newsletters, right? You would have seen that newsletters whenever you go to the, let me show that. So if you go to this website, Byte by Byte Go, okay. Now here there are a few newsletters. Here you can see, right, newsletter, okay. So what this person does is, like, I can type here my email, and it, when I subscribe to it, every week it will send you things that had happened, or every week it will send you a new system design concept, okay. This is the newsletter one, okay.